Hey, you guys, it's me, Kianna, coming at you today, and I am coming at you. And you haven't seen me in a little bit, you guys, but that's because I've been spending time with the family and also going through the motions of having my new belly, which is my new gastric sleeve. And I wanted to talk to you guys briefly in a few videos just about the process. Um, as you all know, I had my gastric sleeve surgery, and I had that in Mexico performed by Dr. Lopez. All the videos, or a lot of videos, of my journey, if you haven't seen thus far, if you go back just about 5, 6, 7 videos back, you'll start seeing a series of videos. And that was all live and living color of my journey going through that. Um, so I am doing a video now, talking to you guys about what I've been going through so far. Now, if you could tell by in the title, what I did was I placed something that goes through my mind at times, and I think that anybody that has had the gastric sleeve surgery or any gastric surgery for that matter, I think that they often feel that way. I don't think that I'm so new to it or so original with thinking this way. I know this is part of the process as well. So I just, at times, I do feel like um, I want my old belly back. I want my old stomach back. Um, because I am at a stage, even though it's been a minute since I've actually had my gastric sleeve, and I had it on December the 10th. And that's not a long time, but then again, if you look at other people's progression as far as not weight loss, because I'm doing excellent in that area, but when you look at other people's progression as far as what they're able to eat, how they're able to digest different meals they may prepare, things like that. And even though we're not supposed to compare ourselves to others in that area, you can't help but do it. So it just happens for a split second that you'll think like that. And I'm at a part or a stage where um, I now know what it is to eat to live rather than live to eat. For so long, um, almost 36 years, I've always lived to eat. And I now know what it feels like to eat to live. Um, by force. And I say by force because my belly won't tolerate for me to overindulge. Again, I'm speaking on this stage. I'm also speaking from my experience. I'm not speaking from your experience. I'm not speaking from someone you know. I'm not speaking from your girlfriend down the street. I'm not speaking from your cousin that had the surgery. I'm speaking strictly from my experience and what I'm going through and being true and genuine to that. Um, Now, what I mean by wanting my old stomach back, well, I literally, you guys, don't look forward to eating. Um, it's so normal for me to not have to think about it. And now I have to think of everything. Um, it's not even about when we're on a diet or something, we have to think about the right choices. It's completely different from that because it's not about making the right choices or anything for me right now. It's about making the choices that will not make me feel like I'm going through the dumping syndrome, um, or make me feel like I'm going to vomit, or make me feel like, I just feel sick all day long because of something I ate or something I smelt that turned my stomach, or just a thought of certain kind of foods now turn my stomach. It's just so much thought process into it. Um, and it just makes you not want to look forward to it. There is nothing that floats my boat as far as eating right now. I have not, since the surgery, had not one hunger pain. I do not know what hunger feels like, and it's been a minute since I've had my surgery. I know a lot of people say that they feel hunger, they feel hungry. Well, with 80% of my stomach removed, I do not feel any hunger. I eat way less than the average person, I'm pretty sure, that has had the gastric sleeve, because I literally could eat a half a egg and that's it, and have just protein shake or something like that. Try to get that down. Gatorade, things like that, to try to make sure I don't get dehydrated. But that's it. I'm good with that. Um, it's just an ordeal to eat. So you just be like, you really don't want to do it. I have no desire to eat. Uh, and I'm only speaking on this stage because every stage it will get better. It will change. All of those things. But right now I'm at a stage where I could care less to eat. I really, really could. Um, and I'm going to get into something that happened to me when I ate something. They say that people that only have the gastric bypass are the ones that have dumping syndrome. And you can call it what you want when you have the gastric sleeve, but what I felt was equivalent to the dumping syndrome one time. And ever since then, I've been having to change my mindset, or work on changing my mindset, because um, every time I attempt to eat anything, even if it's something that's soft, even that if it's something that will be easily digested, even those things, I think of that dumping syndrome every time. So it kind of discourages me from even attempting to eat anything. And that is so easy to do, being that I have no hunger issues. I have no hunger pains. I have no hunger sensations. Um, so yeah, I'm going to do a video exclusively on that, because I really want you to understand what the process is, and what you go through. When people say, people have said in the past, oh, having the gastric sleeve is the easy way out or whatever. It's so not. And I know when I was researching, first of all, I really didn't care if anybody said it was the easy way out. People say a lot of things, so it really didn't matter to me. Um, we are so involved with minding others' businesses and having a strong opinion and feeling compelled to express things. We as a society, we do that, but it gets to a point where it's like, does it really affect you? So with thinking like that, it's like I really didn't care if anybody would say it was the easy way out. Um, but I have heard that before. I've heard that so many times before, and I literally firsthand can tell you this is nowhere near the easy way out, because you go through so much of an emotional roller coaster with the emotional aspect of eating and changing your mindset and being forced to not be able to consume and not be able to indulge in something that you have developed into being the love of your life, or one of the loves of your life. And that is an unhealthy relationship with food, but it is a relationship nevertheless. And you are forced, and I say forced because the sleeve, once your stomach is now anew, and once you go from 100% of a stomach to a 20% of a stomach, um, it really does uh, kind of have, it's like you have no choice but to submit to it. And um, you have no choice but to listen to it. When it's saying it's full, guess what? You can't force it to consume more, because it's just not feasible. So when I say the word forced, I mean forced meaning the restriction of my sleeve. But it's just definitely not an easy way out. Sometimes you just sit and you think about what you would want to eat mentally and what you used to eat, what you would love to taste, what you would love to taste more than just a half a bite. Um, and you say, you know what? I wish I had my old stomach back. Sometimes you say, I wish I could just, I wish I was just able to go on a diet. Because, see, when you go on a diet and then you can have some days that's called cheat days. And you still can be successful at losing weight. Even sometimes with those cheat days, depending on what program you're on and things like that. But with this sleeve, I have no cheat days. I can't have any cheat days. So it's like I can't wiggle around. Um, it kind of makes you, no matter what, be on a straight and narrow. And again, I'm just speaking on my process and how the sleeve is being handled in my body, how my body is handling it. Um, but that's why I needed the sleeve in place. It's not that hard to lose weight. Keeping it off is another thing, and also changing your mindset is another thing. Um, and that's what the sleeve definitely does for me, and that's why it was necessary because it has restricted me even when I didn't want to restrict myself. It has pushed me even when I didn't want to push myself. And it is a tool I'm using to help me help me. So that's why it was imperative and important and one of my greatest investments for me to go forward and do the gastric sleeve. And we're just beginning. We're just beginning. So we have a long journey ahead of us. But to be able to see and all of the, in just this little time, to be able to see the progression and the steady progression, the fast progression, um, it makes it all worth it. Even when you have those moments when you wish you had your belly back just to be able to eat something or to be able to taste something. You know, what sticks out to me is a comment I heard someone wise once say. And she said, nothing tastes better than being healthy and being vital. And that just stuck out to me when I first heard it. But now it just sticks out to me even more. So every time I think of tasting a cheeseburger with bacon and loaded with everything else, and every time I think of eating fish sticks and things like that, every time I think of these things, I tell myself there is nothing that tastes better than being healthy. So on that note, you guys, I love you all so much. I will talk to you guys later. I thank you all for stopping by and supporting and encouraging, uplifting, and being a part of my process, being a part of witnessing my process as well as my testimony. On that note, you guys, I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I love you all so much. I will talk to you guys later and be blessed.